All right, guys, so a few inches later, I'm back, and I have the seals right here just to seal this up, and I have the cam seal right there, just your generic eBay. This was the cheapest one, so that's what I got. And I didn't want to deal with the last time I got one of these, which ended up being a counterfeit, so just might as well spend a quarter of the price on something that you know is fake versus all the way and getting the same product, just a different logo that was stamped on there fraudulently. So gonna take off the valve cover, then I'm gonna take off this cam cap. I gotta take off the bridge cam cap, and then from there I'm going to take off the VTEC solenoid, and yeah, should be pretty good. And then finally I could put the valve cover gasket, and then I could put all the seals and button this up, and finally have this just sealed up right there where I could work on other parts of the car. But yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of little videos on like little brackets like this and just little things, and there's some holes right here where they drilled in. I want to tap those down, put a little filler, blow a little paint, and just do what I can just to make it look a little bit better. But any little thing on this car is a huge difference. That's what I like about older rundown vehicles, is that whenever you touch them, you're automatically making it better versus a newer, nicer car where you could only probably ruin it from there if you're not doing something so tasteful. But yeah, so all right, so let me get started. All right, guys, so just got all these cracked off. I had to use my longer extension, and yeah, they're already loosened, so no particular order. Got these two little 10s. If you kind of think about it, this thing's probably excellent, for build the block and everything. But this thing is pretty dang, I don't know why, but this is giving me a lot of like disgusting old oil smell. It just like burped oil, like toxic air. I don't know, for some reason. But yeah, but these things are pretty heavily overbuilt, which is good. But doing little things like this, it could be a task. So it's gonna set this down right there, perfect. So now, because I don't want to set it anywhere where there's dust or anything, I have nowhere to put it. So I'm gonna clean up right here and take off this cap. I think I have these already loosened, and put in that seal. Should be good. First, gotta clean up this stuff right here. Just seems like more sludge. I think I'm gonna run some synthetic in here for a little while just to clean it out. Has more detergents, and then I'm just gonna put regular conventional after that. But I kind of want to clean the engine out. So like, see right there, that's just sludge. You want to get that before it builds up inside those little ports, because that's what the oil pressure comes through here, and it goes down into the cams, and this is what gives you nice lubrication. Okay, so now I'm gonna take off this. Let's see if I could do this with one hand. Yep, not bad. These 10s are pretty easy. I have my brace on right now, so I can't really bend over like all the way down. Even though I'm bending over now, but I'll suffer later. There we go. Perfect. Yummy, look at that. No scores or nothing. That's sweet. Okay, let me take off the VTEC solenoid now just to get everything removed and cleaned. Here's a little before and after. These are real crusty right here. And I did not drop these, they're just how they came out. So yeah, so now I'm gonna clean these parts up real nice and avoid touching in there with anything abrasive, and get the show on the road so I could finally get this mounted up and the car back on the road, because I was waiting for that seal. Alright guys, so finally back and got it all clean. There's a little bit of sludge in there, but really not worried about it as long as the ports are clear. You can see right there, got all the back right there. A little bit of Honda bond left over, but this is good enough. And bolts completely cleaned out. Threads completely cleaned. So yeah, so you want to make sure you do these little fine details whenever you're doing stuff like this. It takes 20 more minutes, but it sure does improve the seal. And when you pop open the engine bay, you're gonna see these, you know, bolt heads, and instead of them being black and crusty, they're just gonna look metallic. But yeah, so gonna pop this on, and yeah, wanted to show you this. That looks pretty dang crusty, so finally getting rid of old stuff like this and replacing it with more simpler, newer stuff that's gonna seal for sure. All right guys, so I have my seal, I have my sealant, ultra black, have some right here. Gonna pop it in, and then I'm just gonna completely tighten everything down right now. I don't want this to be a layer of silicone. I want it to actually squeeze out. And I'm gonna put a little bit of oil right here, and yeah, let's do this. And then I'm gonna take this off, and then I'm gonna clean around the seal where it's gonna come out. I didn't want to take out the VTEC solenoid because I don't want it to drip while I'm doing this tedious work. All right guys, so I finally have everything tightened down nicely, have this installed. Looks all right, pretty clean. What's kind of cool is that this valve cover, I thought I was gonna have to replace it, but it's still very pliable, and it seems to be like a more high quality one compared to like the eBay and the Fail Pro that I buy. And these are Fail Pro, but these are just what was there. But yeah, so I'm gonna throw this back on and finally button it up. I'm actually not going to change the VTEC solenoid gasket because I want to see if this solenoid works in the first place. So I'm going to crack some VTEC. If it engages, then I'm going to replace it, but if it doesn't, I'm just gonna swap it back because this thing is ancient. It's from 91, but it is kind of cool to have. So hopefully it does work. So he didn't apply any sealant around here, so I'm not going to either. I'm just gonna leave it the way he had it, and it actually didn't even leak. So gonna finally get this thrown on. Finally got the grommets in. Hardware, he used the nicer hardware for this, and crappy rusty on the inside and crusties in the back. So what you'll see is the nice part. Yeah, so you won't see really the back part anyways. I see this map sensor, this wire is pretty long, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end up chopping it somewhere and making it go to the back and shorter and nicer. And that's just another thing that I'm gonna do with all the wiring and everything, is go through it, shorten it, reroute it, make it nicer, and try and delete some stuff too. So yeah, let me throw on the plugs, no, the plug wires, the cover, this right here, this breather, and get this thing ready. Man, finally. I'm gonna do this at another date, kind of just like the way it looks right there, but definitely doesn't look as nice as it shaven and nice, you know, like you know, the metallic, but yeah, it'll do for now. And always have your plug wires looking nice and routed through, and have these separators. This just makes it look so much better, even though this is a pretty crusty distributor. All right guys, and just like that, she's all buttoned up, ready to go. The only thing I gotta do next is just put this ground back on, and yeah, it's looking pretty dang good. Fits the car too. Definitely brightens the engine bay up compared to what it was before, man. But now it's just time to work on the surrounding stuff, and yeah. So that's gonna be a little video. I'll put this on at a later date. The seals, I'll make a video on it just for the hell of it, even though I already have one video on the DC2, but yeah, I'll do that and some other stuff. So if you want to see more of me trying to restore this car as good as possible, as nice as possible, on a budget, and yeah, let me know by smashing the like. All right guys, peace. All right guys, so I've been having a lot of issues with VTEC solenoid and the connector, and I finally found out how to read the codes on this jumper harness, and finally got the check engine light off. So now I'm going to give it a test drive and see if VTEC comes on. All right guys, so let's go for a little ride. It's not going to be the best view, but all we're trying to hear is VTEC. Oh shit, I got something under the car. All right. All we're trying to do is just hear VTEC. Got to adjust that clutch. I got to warm it up too. I don't think VTEC's going to come on if it's cold. I just started it right now. All right, let's see. I definitely can't go fast enough in here. The hatch just popped up.